Functions of Management by J. Bryan, Trinity, and Edward. Our project purpose was to help teachers and student teachers learn about the management skills and their techniques. To do this, we interviewed business professionals and current teachers to get their insights on how they use the management functions in their everyday work lives. The 5 functions we used are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. To do this, we created a combination of videos and storyboards.
Curriculum, like how do you space it out for students on the first day?
First day of school?
Well, I mean, like how do you start off your year? Like how do you plan?
I teach people first and the subject second. I teach juniors U.S. history.
Right.
Some people teach the subject, and I think that's what young teachers get caught up in and get pressured to do and worry about scores and testing and things like that, where, as an older teacher, student motivation will guide how much they learn, and I try to always interact with students and invite them to want to do more in here and look for ways to do that. So when I come in the first week of school, I'm looking the first 3 weeks on creating relationships. How do I engage students to get them to care about wanting?
Do you update your material, and if you do, how so?
Always. I mean, you sitting in my class, I always start with current events. That updates everything that way. I'm always looking there's stuff that comes across, I'm on Facebook. There's memes, there's things that come across that are always referring back to stuff I teach. So I'm downloading that stuff, putting it on my phone, put it, and when I can, the more volumes of stuff I have, the more distractions, and it's difficult to pick the right things. So I try to pick things that I find interesting, because I think, if I can find things, pictures or a map, or especially a video or a PowerPoint that I find interesting, I think I can portray that, and students will at least have an opportunity to find that interest also.
How do you use technology?
How do I use technology? So as a teacher, use Microsoft Office is my preferred Office product to use as far as software. We use Google Classroom, Microsoft OneNote, Canvas, so different software application programs that allow students to be more familiar with applications that they may see when they leave high school, whether it be college or career.
Who do you motivate and direct?
Who do I motivate and direct? You're talking about generically as a leader.
Yeah.
Who do I motivate and direct? Well, the simple but also correct answer is everyone. So as a leader, you've got to lead everyone by example, and you've got to motivate everyone by them understanding the core mission of the organization. So you communicate those things through various means repeatedly, and you demonstrably, you show them the mission by living it out yourself. So lead by example.
How do you evaluate those who you motivate or control? How do you evaluate them?
A couple of ways. So from a strictly militaristic background, we have a very regimented process for evaluating subordinates. We have what's called officer evaluation reports, non-commissioned officer evaluation reports, and we literally evaluate people on what we task them to do. And so if you notice that you've put a soldier or a person in a position where they can't be successful, it's incumbent on the leader to identify that and pull them out of that position, and don't hold them responsible.
Here are some closing summaries of all the interviews. For planning and organizing, Mr. Lynch connects with students first to keep them engaged, which makes planning easier overall. He doesn't do much planning because the curriculum lays it out for him, and he's always updating material and making sure the material is the framework achieving his overall goal in teaching. Staffing. Miss Wells uses different types of software programs. For example, she uses OneNote. She uses these to get us prepared with different types of softwares for after high school education or job. Controlling and directing. He puts himself as a leader and example. He likes to demonstrate for everyone his goals for them, and he controls the situations by pulling people in and out of missions to get to the end goal as quickly as possible. Thank you guys for listening and watching.